to the to present you a new episode of the Big Impact Show. So welcome aboard. Our special welcome to the featured guests, the poets Annette Tarpley and Williamsji Maveli. Be welcome, dearest. Can you hear me?
Welcome. Yeah, thank you very much.
So I would like to say that is indeed a great honor and pleasure to me and Vandana to have you both with us. Okay? Vandana Oak and I will be your hosts. So welcome, dear Vandana.
Yes, good morning to you, Annette ma'am, and good evening to you, sir. We welcome you on the show and hope you will, like what we present to you, and the program will run smooth. So hope you enjoy the session.
Definitely. Welcome, Anton. Welcome, Annette Tarpley. Welcome, Gilda. No, Gilda.
Okay.
Everyone.
So let's begin from the beginning. Okay. I would like to know a little more about you, and I'm sure our audience would like it too. So present yourselves to us.
So ladies first.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Wait, ladies first. Okay. Well, my name's Annette Tarpley. I am from the United States, from Virginia. I'm originally from a state called Iowa, the Midwest, in the heartland of America. But I have been writing now I've always been a writer, but I've only been writing prolifically for about the last 3 years. And I've written hundreds of poems since then. Started the Passion of Poetry, a Facebook site. We're now at 91K members internationally. Initially, when I started that site, I started it kind of out of spite. I went to a site where someone said something not so nice about a poem of mine. So I thought, well, I'll start a poetry site where everything's positive and negative things will not be allowed. So that's how I started the Passion of Poetry. And I've published about 4 books now. I've published several things online, several anthologies, magazines, journals, things like that. So I've been published many times, and also have written a few short stories that have been published. I believe 4 now, and my desire is to someday actually write a novel. So that's a little bit about me. I work actually as a nurse practitioner. And I'm just starting in a new endeavor where I'm studying to become a life coach, and I'm hoping that will happen soon. So,
Wow.
Yes.
So nice to know a little more about you. Great, dear. And you, sir?
So kindly, yeah.
I'm from the state of Kerala in India. We call it the God's own country because the beauty of the nature in Kerala, it's fantastic. And I am proud to be an Indian, and I am proud to be a Keralite as well. I'm a freelance journalist from Kerala, and I used to start writing from my 7th standard onwards. My first book was published on December 1973. December 1st was the first launch book. It was in my own mother tongue, Malayalam. Since then, I am having almost 7,000 poems to my credit, spreaded in around 50 books. And I am the founder of Worldwide Writers, India Poetry, Aesthetic Creations, and many other poetic groups. And I am very much happy to meet Annette Tarpley. She is a wonderful poet, and I respect her in all ways. And Vandana also had read many poems, even Gelda's poems also. I'm happy to be with you all. And to be very honest with you, I am still a child standing on the shores of poetry or literature, looking at the top of the sky and wondering what I have to do. And believe me, I'm medically very unfit for so many jobs due to various reasons, and I don't want to make you cry. I tell my story, and in spite of that, I am keeping occupied by from 6 a.m. till 11 a.m. every day in my closed doors. The reason is that
Wow.
no other alternative I cannot do. I'm good for nothing except for writing. And many people are saying, so many books you are writing, how you get the time? I have no other business, and I don't have any kind of thoughts to make money out of writing. I don't believe that being a poet or being an author or being a critic or being a reviewer, I can mint money. People are having so much of misunderstanding, especially in this virtual platform. It's very difficult to convince someone. And I am proud to present you my first volume of poetic book, which was published under the support from poetic, a person of poetry. And I admire all the of group, including Annette, who gave me a chance to publish this book. And unfortunately, there was a small error. This error was, yeah, it was highlighted. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. So I'm happy to be as I am. I'm happy to be as I am. Whether I am a poet, it all depends on others. Okay, that's all.
That's right. That's great to know you more. Well, poets, now tell us, which ancient poet caused a big impact in your thought when you read him for the first time, and you brought it us to recite now. Which poet? Ancient
Other,
poet caused
okay,
big
okay,
impact.
right. I am a very big fan of Christina Rossetti. Christina Rossetti, after reading one of her poems, I was inspired into writing, and Kerala's president of literary Sahitya Academy, President Sachidanandan sir, he has been an inspiration for me. I am reading a short poem from Christina Rossetti, who was born in 1830 in London. The poem goes with the title Remember. Remember me when I am gone away. Remember me when I am gone away, gone far away into the silent land, gone away far from into the silent land. When you can no more hold my hand, when you can no more hold my hand, now I half turn to go get turning the sky. Remember me who no more day by day. Remember me who no more day by day. You tell me of our own future that you planned. You tell me of our own future that you planned. Only remember me, you unjustified. It will be late to counsel then or pray. It will be late to counsel then or pray. Yet, if you should forget me for a while, and after that, afterwards, remember, do not grieve. Afterwards, do remember, do not grieve. For if those darkness and corruption leave, for those darkness and corruption leave, a vestige of the thoughts, a vestige of the thoughts that once I had, better by far you should forget and smile than that you should remember and be sad. A poem from the respectful, my favorite poets, Christina
Indeed,
Rossetti.
fabulous.
Thank
Indeed,
you,
fabulous.
thank you, Annette.
Fabulous.
Thank you, Vantana. Thank you, Zelda. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, dear Annette, please.
Okay. This is by Williams Wordsworth, and it is
Oh,
I wandered lonely as a
Great.
cloud. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretch in never-ending line. Along the margin of the bay, 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not be but gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Thank you.
Wow. Absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Well done. Thank you, Annette. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a precious moment to hear you both. Believe in us. So, guys, now in the next segment, we will play a little with the words, okay? Are you ready to play with the words? It's the time to dynamics, okay? So, Vandana, please explain to them. Vandana?
So in this dynamic wordplay, what I need you to do is I'm going to give you a word, and in return, you will give me one word. The first thing that comes to your mind when you hear that word. All right. So you have to answer me back in just one word.
Okay.
Okay. So let's begin. And Gelda ma'am is going to play with us. And so my first word for Annette ma'am is moonlight. The first thing that comes to your mind when you hear moonlight.
Moonbeams.
Moonbeams. All right. How about you, sir?
Shines. Shine.
Shine. All right. Gelda ma'am.
Inspiring.
Sorry?
Inspiring.
Inspiring.
Yeah.
Inspiring. All right. Okay. So the next word for you, sir. Sweetheart.
Love.
Okay. Annette ma'am.
Darling.
Darling. All right. Gelda ma'am. Who's yours?
Dating.
Sorry?
Dating. 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 Dating.
Dating. Dating.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, dating.
dating. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So the next word for Annette ma'am. Gifted.
Gifted. Wow. All of a sudden I'm blessed. I'll say blessed. Blessed.
Sorry, can you spell it for me?
Blessed.
Okay. Got it.
BLSSED. Blessed.
Blessed. All right. Okay. Sir. Gifted.
Wife.
Wife.
Yes.
Okay. Gelda ma'am.
Wonder.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Wonder. All right. So the last word to play with is for sir. Feeling.
Ceiling or feeling?
Feeling. F-E.
Feeling. Feeling, bliss. Bliss.
Okay. Annette, ma'am.
Emotion.
Feeling, emotion. Great. Gelda, ma'am.
Priceless.
Priceless. Okay, got that. All right, well played, all of you. So,
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
so
We will go ahead with the next segment while Vandana works away. Okay? So, my dears, I would like to ask you this great moment to hear your voices reciting your own poem. Okay? First, the ladies. Please, Annette, recite your own poem to us.
Okay, thank you. This is called, recently wrote, is called A Freed Butterfly. Gnawing dreams relentlessly invade your mind, the reels of vivid images inciting emotions that once were dormant. Perhaps revisiting a love gone wrong, exploring the crevices of the relationship, discovering new insights formerly hidden from you, recalling the happier times as you replay the sweet memories and relive precious moments of a love that was raw and untainted by the complexities of life. Your dreams now revealing solutions to problems that at the time contained no answers. The what ifs now questions that shall remain unanswered, for there is no turning back the sands of time. Reliving wrong choices that pave your journey in life, yet you have the innate knowledge that those decisions were monumental in your evolution for change. They were the map that altered your course as you embrace the revelations that would lead you to your life of contentment, dreams and imaginings that would harbor the epiphanies needed to direct you on your path of enlightenment, where the creation of a new and better you, once entangled in a constraining cocoon, emerged as a freed butterfly, ever changing, ever beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Spectacular. Spectacular. Thank you so for bringing us such amazing lines, as well as reciting.
Thank
Okay?
you. Thank you.
Thank you,
beautiful it
dear.
was, yes.
So it's your turn, sir.
Yeah, okay, welcome. Thank you. My short poem titled Blue Ocean. A retreat into your in-depth silence. A retreat into your in-depth silence. Shattering waves are in violence. A retreat into your in-depth silence. Shattering waves are in violence. Smashing lemons of the seabird. Smashing lemons of the seabird, while drowning ears never heard. While drowning ears never heard. The blue ocean has now conceived. The blue ocean has now conceived vital measures of the earth received. Vital measures of the earth received. The sun, the sky, and the shores rest. The sun, the sky, and the shores rest. Rest. Ceremony in delight they witnessed. Ceremony in delight they witnessed. Blue ocean. Thank you for listening.
Wow, definitely superb.
Yeah, lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you so, you both,
Okay.
to gifted us with your own creation. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Vandana, are you ready to the next segment?
Yes, yes. So, you know what I did with your words and the words I gave you? So, hear me out. Hope you will like it. Oh, my love, my darling sweetheart, my gifted wonder, my dating wife. As the moonbeams shine in the priceless moonlight, you are a priceless emotion, an inspiring emotion. You are my bliss. So this is
Oh,
what.
wow. Wow.
Good. Like that.
Congratulations, guys. You
Very
have
good.
created one. Oh, great.
Great.
Thank
Very good.
you.
In that dynamic,
One.
we have the propose to emphasize the power of the words. In a few minutes, in a few words, we have created an instant poem. That's the power of the words. Okay?
Yes, and
And you have contributed a lot with this moment. Congratulations.
Well done, all of us.
Thank you, Vandana.
yes,
So
Pleasure.
now um, I would like you leave to the world a message, looking around the world with all things that is happening on the world. What is your message?
do you want me to go first?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Well, my message to the world is that I guess that we as poets can lend our messages to the world. We live in a very precarious type of a world in that um, war and hate and different things like that exist within our societies. And acceptance and love and understanding is needed, of course. And I think that that's the power that we have as poets, that we can take our words that have power, as we've just shown, and manipulate them in such a way to incite wisdom and understanding so others can understand perhaps a perspective or a view that they did not. The power of our words are great, and it has the power to help and to heal or to harm and destroy. So I think that we have a duty as poets to really, really take our sage wisdom and utilize that and display it in our words and our messages that we give to others. And hopefully that we can leave gifts for future generations and insightfulness that will impact our world.
Wow,
Thank you.
lovely
Beautifully
message.
said.
Yeah.
Beautifully said, indeed. Great message. And you, sir?
Yes, the message which I wish to convey to the world, being a child of literature and poetry, the charisma of poetry is humanity, peace, love. Forget about all the hypocritic things, whatever happening in the society, in the community, in the family, or in the nation. There are a lot of people, millions of people in all areas, all continents, all countries. But being a poet, develop your thoughts, develop your talents to bring peace, harmony. That's it.
Well said.
Okay.
Well said.
Great. Great, sir. Great. Now, dear poets, in this moment, I used to ask the guests to promote their books or any other of project related with literature. Would you like to promote your books? You both,
Oh,
please.
yeah, I don't have all of them. There's the anthology of my group I don't have with me, but this is my first book that came out, which is Poetry Potpourri. And
Wow.
it,
Looks
it, it,
nice. Yeah.
yeah, thank you. It Came out in
Yeah.
2020. It's been very popular. I get a lot of calls from agents and publishers about it, but
Beautiful
anyway,
cover.
thank you. And then this is my second book I came out with. I co-wrote with Sarfraz Ahmad, Two Hearts. It's got, I don't know,
Wow.
I think it's got a couple hundred, over 200 and some pages. It's a great book. This one went to #1 on Amazon. We edged out Shakespeare.
Wow.
Oh,
And then this is a children's book I wrote. I wrote this children's book. It's got great artwork in it.
oh
It's
wow.
called The Bird and the Dragonfly.
Beautiful.
It's about diversity. Two things that are different, and
Ah, oh,
despite what the
so
others
cute.
say, they still love each other. And so that's The Bird and the Dragonfly. And
Oh,
I'm very proud of this. I
great
put my
design.
at the time 8-year-old grandson as my co-author, because when I went to go write this, I sat him down for about an hour and we rewrote it. I wanted him to help me make it more children friendly. So I put him as co-author, and then went to his school and gave about 200 books away, and read this story plus a poem that I wrote about bullying. That's kind of my signature poem. And then he says, "Grandma, I'm a celebrity. You know, they're asking for my signature." And I went to some rooms and they said, I used to be in Rhett's class, and somebody said, "I've been to Rhett's house." So it was funny. But anyway, it's a very lovely story and near and dear to my heart. And then I'm in the process of compiling my next solo book, which is going to be called Poetry Menageries. And I'm hoping that will be out maybe in the next 3 or 4 months. So that's what
More
I have.
success. More
Huh?
success.
Thank you, thank
More
you, thank you,
success.
thank you,
Constant success to you.
Yes,
Great.
best wishes
Congratulations.
to you.
thank you.
Sir,
Yes.
sir,
Sir,
Okay.
your
your
turn.
Yes. Thank you. I'm proudly presenting one of my milestones in my literary poetry life. This is
oh, what beautiful.
it is
Yes.
charismatic.
Beautiful, Annette.
The
Beautiful.
reason behind the publishing of this book, it's due to my granddaughters, twin granddaughters. They are listening to me. They were
Oh, how cute.
asking me to publish a poetry,
Wow.
and they are very good dancers, and I am proud of them. They are twin my daughters, and
Oh,
book dedicated to them. And this is my 50th book. I
Wow.
started
wow.
50th book, and I am very proud of this book. And the
Great.
is beauty pageant.
Wow.
This is based on one of
Very
my
beautiful.
This is based on one of my ambassadors of all books. She's based in Bangalore, and she went for a beauty pageant contest based in Singapore. And this is a tribute book with 100 poems penned on behalf of her. And this is one of the books. And the content is poetry. And the other
Great.
one is titled
Oh,
Lyrical Bliss. It is
equally beautiful.
Adrina Girlomi. She is my one of my consultants in writing novels. And to my credit, I have 3 novels. Started Deep in Love with Life. This is autobiographical novel with
Okay.
10 chapters. And the second one, is another novel based in Kochi in Kerala in India. And the third novel is When Rivers Turn Red. These 3 novels I have written, but the readers are not at all accepting my novels. They prefer my poetry. So I am coming back to poetry, and I don't want any other things to be done except poetry, because poetry is very divine. Unlike short story, unlike novel, unlike essays, poetry is divine and there is no hypocrisy in my poetry. That's what I want to tell. And if I am a hypocrite, I don't want to be in this world. I want to live very honest, very loyal, and very, very truthful to each and every one. I'm highlighting, even if the truth is not accepted in this world, there will be some other time, some other place where the truth will reveal. That is what I want to say about my writing. I'm not yet a very good poet. I'm still learning. I'm still struggling. I'm still writing and until my last breath. Thank you for listening to this short talk.
Okay.
Thank you. Proud of you. Yes.
Abundant blessings and
Thank you.
more success. Okay. So
Thank you.
nice
Best wishes to
have
you both.
Thank you.
Yeah. Finalizing our program, I'd like to express my immense thanks to each one of you for having enriched our time and for you having spent your precious time with us. It
Thank
was
you.
a great, great pleasure.
Thank
Okay?
you, Zelda, Annette, Tarpley,
You're welcome.
the founder
You're
poet.
welcome. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank,
dear Annette.
thank
Thank you.
you.
My
Thank
honor and
you.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure
It
to
was
have you
great.
and listen to your accomplishments. And, I really, really feel great that I could host both of you. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
Keep in touch.
Thank,
Oh, Annette, thank you, Annette.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Zelda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Love
you.
and blessings to you all.
Yes. A good day to you and good evening to you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening to you too.
Um,
Bye.
From India.
yeah.
Greetings from India.
Madonna,
Zelda
thank
from
you
India.
to
Of
have
course.
helped.
So I'm
Okay.
telling you
So
also.
I would like to let you a big hug and much blessings upon you both. Okay. And guys, hope to meet you on the next program. Okay.
Thank you so much. My pleasure. Love and blessings to
Hug.
you.
Send a lot of hugs. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. I will end the meeting. Yeah. All right.